So as I was saying, this is largely about people who want to start it, people who are already doing it, people who are around your age, early 20s, or even when you started, right, around 18. So उस time पे भी they want to start something, नहीं समझ आ रहा है, they don't want to get into the regular rat race of corporate as they mentioned. तो ये सब उन लोगों के लिए है. It's called धंधे का फंडा because at the core of it we talk about a particular industry. इस इंडस्ट्री में जो धंधा होता है, instead of those flashy keywords of startups, उसके लिए बहुत सारे पॉडकास्ट ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ फ्लैशी कीवर्ड्स अबाउट स्टार्टअप्स वी टॉक अबाउट धंधा कैसे होता है, क्या बेसिक्स है, क्या नहीं है, क्या चलता है, क्या नहीं चलता है. एंड देन लास्टली वी एक्सपेक्ट यू टू गिव अस द फंडा ऑफ दिस धंधा, कि ये करना है अगर किसी को, आर्टिफिशियल ज्वेलरी एंड द लाइक्स. सो या that's pretty much it. And to start with, because Ishkara, I know it. I mean, like, you guys have 77,000 followers on Instagram, I guess. So more than 77,000 people know you. But for the people who don't and who want to understand what Ishkara does and who is Vidhi Jain, so let's start from the start. Let's take the first thing. Who is Vidhi Jain? Where did you begin? Let's go back to the whole college days and school days when you thought about it.
Hi everyone, I am Vidhi Jain and I'm the founder of Ishkara. So Ishkara is basically a D2C e-commerce fashion accessories brand, and we have all the trendy, unique and statement accessories. So our tagline is "Let accessories talk." So we focus on accessories that speak for itself. So whenever you wear that piece, it will obviously automatically speak for itself. Like, you don't need any explanation. It's like an icebreaker, or to start a conversation. It can be like, "Oh, I like your earrings. Where are they from? Or what is the story behind it?" Or if you're wearing a body jewelry.
Like I said in the starting, I like your earrings.
That's the whole concept.
The first time we met also.
If I wear an ear cuff only on one side of my ear, people will ask, like, why are you wearing it only on one side? What is it? Like, this is a very new thing. So we are focusing on all of the unique stuff that makes you stand out from the crowd, that starts a conversation. So the idea is all behind that. And our target audience is majorly Gen Z, millennials, so people in the age group of 18 to 30, 35. So that is majorly what our audience looks like.
That's important. उस audience के लिए भी we had to talk because the Gen Z is essentially entering, or I think even more people are looking at artificial jewelry now. So, but go on. I really want to understand कि when you began it, there are a lot of things that you said. You talk about style statement. You talked about conversation breaking, ice breaking. ठीक है, all of that. So you started it when you were straight out of school. तो स्कूल, why did you start it स्कूल से निकलते हैं? There are in regular Indian education system, you don't start stuff स्कूल से निकल के, you do engineering स्कूल से निकल के.
So basically,
why was that?
I always wanted बचपन से कि to start something of my own. I did not know कि क्या, कैसे, क्या होगा वगैरह. Like, I had an interest in mainly earrings बचपन से, so I used to tell my mom to first buy me earrings and then उसके according मैं outfit खरीदती थी, जबकि लोग mostly उल्टा करते हैं. Like, people buy the outfit and then they select what is matching and all. तो मेरे साथ हमेशा उल्टा केस था, and that was since childhood. So I had a very huge fondness for accessories, majorly earrings, but accessories in general. So that's where I guess the interest started from. And my mom always used to push me कि कुछ करो, like कुछ करते रहो, basically apart from studies, participate in all the extracurricular activities and everything. So I was always that person जो starting से ही सब कुछ में करता था. So I learned music. I have a bachelor's in music as well. So I completed it was for 6-8 years. तो मैंने वो start कर लिया था I think 4th-5th class में, and then I completed it around 12th तक आते आते. So then I did dance.
Music
Not
bachelor's is 8 साल.
It is around 6
Bachelor's
years.
in music is
But
like,
बीच में like I shifted houses, so वो थोड़ा gap हो गया था. That's why it
Shit.
took me I think 2 years more. So that I did. I've done Like I have a huge interest in dance as well, so I used to take dance classes. Then art में मैंने काफी competitions जीते हैं. Then मतलब in almost everything you can say in all of my school, in school also internships.
In every artistic thing, like dance, music, arts, so every artistic thing, everything that
And
is
even in
non-technical,
studies I was
you had an
good.
interest
So
in.
I had
Fair
this
enough. Fairly put.
interest to do everything basically
Like,
at once. तो मतलब मुझे सब कुछ try करना था to basically find out where my interest
okay.
is. तो इसमें काफी time लगा. Even in school, after school, when I joined college, तब भी I had no idea कि I wanted to start a business or like how exactly and किस चीज में start करना है या क्या. So I, like in the starting, I had a huge interest in the corporate sector. So I was like कि मुझे तो job ही करना है कॉलेज के बाद. like I was very sure about it starting में initially when I joined college. So all of these placement cells and all, बहुत it used to fascinate me a lot. So I joined the placement cell of my college as well in the first, I think first second month of the college में मैंने join कर लिया था. And then I like was promoted as well there. So I was handling the research department as the co-head. So that also interested me a lot. So I talked to a lot of companies. I got a lot of companies on board for our um, college students to get placements. And so
कॉलेज के प्लेसमेंट के लिए. But somebody you mentioned आर्ट्स वाले बच्चों के लिए, how is that? Somebody is so interested in arts and
I
music,
don't
and
know.
why
I was
did
very
corporate
fascinated
interest you
with
initially?
culture.
I
I was
mean,
because my
corporate does not
mom
interest
is
people
from that
overall.
side, so all of this office jana and all of that culture, I wanted to have.
So you
हाँ,
had that image. Uh, हाँ, कि जैसे mom जैसे कर
nothing
रहे, you
as such
wanted to
like I knew
maintain the same
about it.
thing.
I did not know कि exactly like what. Basically, now when I think about it, I feel कि that is a very boring thing. Like you just go, you work 9 to 5, same cheese रोज करनी है. So that is not what interests me now. But at that time, I was very inclined towards that. तो मैंने काफी internships इस field में भी करी. Like HR में करी, then I did in the marketing and then operations में भी करी. So I tried out various internships in the first year of my college, and in that process only I somehow came across this idea of starting my own business, and so that's how like things started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Ishkara happened.
sorry.
So was it name Ishkara only starting say?
No. The name,
Was it name Ishkara only starting say? Or like,
the name was
how did you
basically
come up with that
Jwelishk
name?
from the starting. Like when we started in 2019, the name was
Okay.
Jwelishk. So it was a very catchy and nice name. People related to it, jewelry, and then we combined Ishq. So that's how. And but then subsequently we changed it. I think around 2 3 years back because of some legalities. So we had to change the name. So for that, since I
Mm.
also have a vision in mind to make it big, so I might have to include other categories. So I did not want to restrict myself to so for jewelry. So then I, like, we brainstormed and we came up with this name that we
Mm.
want to keep that identity of Jwelishk as well. So we kept the Ishq and Ishkara banane ke liye. So Ishkara basically means love for ornaments or accessories. So that is how we came up with Ishkara.
Okay. So it literally means something. I thought it's a mix of a few
No,
things that you relate
love.
with,
Yeah, love
but
for
it literally
ornaments.
means something. All right. And
five
then you have been doing this for the
five
past
years.
five odd years now. 19 24 आ गए. Correct. Gives me a gist of overall thing. ठीक है. मतलब I understood that you started it in school, like after school, college में आके, after trying those internships and corporate, and then so far you're doing it. ठीक है. We'll talk. Now let's break it down थोड़ा थोड़ा करके, because as I mentioned earlier, the purpose is not just for people who want to start something in artificial jewelry. The purpose is also कि जो लोग कॉलेज जाना चाह रहे हैं या मे बी नहीं भी जाना चाह रहे हैं, बट दे आर डूइंग देयर 12th राइट नाउ, एंड दीज आर दीज ब्राइट माइंड्स हु वांट टू डू समथिंग एल्स, बट उन्हें कॉलेज करना है नहीं करना है सेकेंडरी, बट दे डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू कॉर्पोरेट लार्जली. ठीक है. So in during your school days, just tell me something. What or how were you? You said you were good in studies also, but how was your life otherwise? How much time did you spend around entrepreneurship, around knowing कि business कैसे चलता है? Or were you just like you ठीक arts, dance, etc. कर रहे हैं? It's fun. A lot of kids dance, a lot of kids sing. There are a lot of activities in school. Co-curricular बहुत अच्छा होता है school time में, at least colleges में भी होता है. And then it all fades away when you join corporate life largely और business life largely. But क्या स्कूल टाइम में ऐसा कभी था कि you were inclined towards entrepreneurship या
So,
business, or does it make sense
no,
to
I
you?
did not think much about business or anything at that time. I was actually a
Mm-hmm.
study oriented person at that time. And also co-curricular तो मैं साथ साथ कर ही रही थी. वो co-curricular was mainly कि जो interest में था वो कर लिया. So उसका भी कोई as such plan नहीं था. And business का तो I had no knowledge at all. I had no idea also at that time. In school time तो obviously we are very young. We have a lot of things to do. So business का mind में idea भी उस time पे नहीं आया था. And
Mm-hmm.
मतलब यही था कि स्टडीज करिकुलर वट एवर आई वॉज डूइंग दैट ऑल आई वॉज डूइंग अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इफ यू आस्क अबाउट कि बिजनेस का नॉलेज एंड ऑल तो दैट आई हैड नथिंग आई जस्ट
So during
नो
till your 12th, you did not think
I just
business.
I just had this thought in mind
Not at
that
all.
I just want to build something of my own at a later point of time. I don't know how, what, when, where, how, but करना था कुछ. बस ये एक thought था, nothing else. No knowledge, no experience, nothing.
Okay. So, see, most cases में कैसे होता है ना कि if you have a family background in business, so somehow daily dinner table conversations, as a kid you catch hold of them, you understand profit, you understand deal, धंधा, this that employee, धीरे धीरे करके as we say in most business communities or business cultures, जैसे मारवाड़ीज और सिंधीज और अग्रवाल्स for that matter, all of them. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि पीपल एक्सपेक्ट कि ये तो बाय डिफॉल्ट होगा यार कि बिजनेस तो आपको समझ ही आता है. बाय 12th यू आर ऑलरेडी टेकिंग पार्ट इन सम बिजनेस एक्टिविटीज. सो ड्यूरिंग स्कूल डेज was it like कि at your home business or money or job or life around that was discussed with you? Was it shared with you, or was it like you were totally out of touch, you were just a school going kid who was just good at other things
Yes,
and
so
never thought about
the
all of this?
discussions did not involve me. My father has a printing business, so but
Okay.
I was not a part of those conversations as such. So the interest for business did not really start at that point of time. As I mentioned, I was fascinated by the corporate world, maybe because my mom used to talk a lot about those things with me then how is the work culture and everything, and I used to
Okay.
also take like see her take calls and everything, probably because of that my corporate inclination was
Okay.
more initially, but
Okay.
yeah, I just had that inclination, and then I obviously took part in
Okay.
related activities.
So then go on to the part. Let's move to the part where you actually thought first about a business. You joined college. Till 12th, you were a regular school going, multi talented, so to say, kid who was good at arts, who was also good at studies, fared very well in the Indian education system. And then you hopped on to
Economics
college.
honors.
What did you study in college? Economics honors. So you went forward for a like plain and simple degree to figure out what you want to do next. And in the very first year, you launched this. So between 12th and the time you launched Iskara, what
Between
changed?
12th and okay. Uh, I, basically, I think that had to be because of the various internships and all that I did. So I just wanted to try out all of the fields before because I didn't know what my interest is in.
Uh-huh.
So this interest for accessories was also just like a normal जो जैसे किसी को भी एक पसंद होती है चीज. So I did not know कि this can be converted. to a business at a point of time. I
Mm-hmm.
just had that interest, and because I wanted to try out a lot of things, तो मैंने बहुत सारी जगह अलग अलग चीज़ें ट्राई करके then in that process I realized what I'm good at, what is my interest, and then I combined both, and then I thought about starting.
What were you good? Interest we know. What were you good at that made you think कि चलो इसको use
I
करके
was good
ज्वेलरी
at
use करके कुछ बनाते हैं?
managing people, and basically a team leader, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So in these internships, I also managed a team of around 5,000 people. So I was good at it. I managed it well. I was like doing well. So I figured out what my skills are. So like team leading, managing people, time management,
हाँ.
working under stressful situations, giving a vision to people, and all of that basically, and also communication skills. So
Okay.
that's when I wanted to just make use of it, and probably I brainstormed how to go about it, what can I do for myself, that something that I can call my own. So that's when I thought.
Okay. So you did it by yourself. You sat in a room and आपने खुद से सोचा कि क्या कर सकते हैं? Why am I doing this internship? मैं को अपना कर सकती हूँ. Or were you like in most cases we see ना कि किसी दोस्त से बात हो रही होती है and then they say यार why don't you do this? So how did okay you realized कि okay, I'm good at management of people, but then how did that convert into कि चलो let's manage my own people and bring Ishkara or Jwelishk at that time
So
into reality?
I don't have an answer to that actually.
But you would know. I mean, like, think about it. No, go back in that time. There must be something that inspired you to go forward and say, ki, let's begin this. Or let's put it differently. When you thought about doing it, कि चलो ठीक है, let's do this. Where did you start? Did you start looking for online partners? Did you start looking for wholesalers? Where did you take that first step कि चलो अब
So first step
इस
was
चीज में कुछ करके देखते हैं?
the discussion with my mom कि मतलब he she always used to say कि हमें कुछ अपना खुद करना है, like you do something of your own. तो वहां से वो तो स्टार्ट हुआ of the thought कि अब बिजनेस कुछ करना है,
Hmm.
अब किस चीज में करना है.
When was this?
2008
When your mom used to say
college
this?
only,
Was
college
it in
only,
school time or college only?
uh, 2018-19 around.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then we started
Okay.
brainstorming a lot of ideas कि किस चीज में कर सकते हैं क्या. तो उस प्रोसेस में वी रियलाइज्ड आई ऑब्वियसली रियलाइज्ड कि इंटरेस्ट तो मेरा बचपन से एक्सेसरीज वगैरह में था, तो व्हाई नॉट डू दिस. सो देन द ऑब्वियसली वी स्टार्टेड रिसर्चिंग एंड ऑल. सो एट दैट टाइम इंस्टाग्राम वाज नॉट दैट like now we see a lot of brands, shopping brands and all of these new upcoming brands coming first on Instagram, developing a social media presence, and then going the other way of scaling and everything. So हाँ, उस टाइम पे ये इतना कॉमन
Retail
नहीं
में
था.
हाँ.
सो एज फार एज आई रिमेम्बर देवर ओनली गिने चुने 3-5 big players who had a good social media presence as well on Instagram. But then there were a lot of small pages who
Mm-hmm.
were doing, maybe the owners were doing themselves घर से ऐसे टाइप के. सो दैट वाज ग्रोइंग, एंड since all of this पूरा wave जो आया है of online shopping and everything, that started in COVID, during COVID and after COVID. So we thought of starting at that time on Instagram, since it was a very convenient method. So I was also doing college and a lot of other internships. I thought कि ये थोड़ा easy way है कि I just have to post things online and let's just start. And with an investment of 10,000 initially, we just started. And I was like, though I had this confidence कि मुझे पीछे तो नहीं देखना है, once I start I'll put in my 100%. So it's not like कि करके देख लेते हैं and चलेगा तो ठीक है, नहीं चलेगा तो नहीं है
Mm-hmm.
ठीक. So that वो मेरा thought नहीं था starting से. But then it was not that risky to put in 10,000 rupees initially for me. So I was like, let's just start and do it. So we researched a lot of products online. So I found a gap at that time कि since like I was into a lot of accessories. So basically, at that time, I used to order from these China websites, and for my personal use at that time, for just
Okay.
like one pair of earrings, मुझे कुछ अच्छा लगे, तो I used to order from there and not from India because I did not used to find those type of stuff in India at that time. It was very rare to find those type of चीजें जो western accessories हो, जो मे बी कॉलेज में रोज पहनते हो, बट देन नॉट दोज यूजुअल टाइप जो स्ट्रीट मार्केट्स में मिलते हैं, समथिंग डिफरेंट. So that was majorly more of like international fashion trends जो बाहर से इंडिया में थोड़े टाइम में आते हैं, और एल्स इंडिया में थोड़े इंडियन ज्वेलरी ज़्यादा उस टाइम पे भी थी. अब तो वी सी अ लॉट ऑफ doing brands doing western jewelry and
Mm-hmm.
everything. So at that time I found this gap, and also the things that were available were very on the higher price end. So as a college student also, I would not be able to afford them with my own pocket money. So this was the gap I found at
Mm-hmm.
that time, कि अगर मुझे ही कुछ ढूंढने के लिए I have to order from the other website. So why don't we get something like this in India? Because I'm sure other people would be having a similar kind of problem to make a unique statement while being affordable. So this was
Mm-hmm.
basically the pain point that I wanted to cater at. उस चीज को लेके I started, and I started on Instagram, just started posting, shooting on my own. I started posting pictures. उस टाइम पे रील्स भी नहीं थी, उस टाइम पे ओनली पोस्ट एंड
हाँ.
स्टोरीज, हाँ स्टोरीज थी एंड पोस्ट. सो आई जस्ट स्टार्टेड माय स्मॉल रूम एंड
Mm-hmm.
विथ आई थिंक 20-30 डिजाइन्स probably. um, काइंड ऑफ समर ओरिएंटेड, उस टाइम पे समर सीजन आने वाला था. So that's how it's basically.
Okay. And then when it's scaled, say, Instagram pe to, these days when you post, you get some reach. I can't deny that fact. But then beyond that, it becomes tough. So, say, how long was it before you saw your first sale, and then your first, how do I put it, profitable order that got you going कि ठीक है यार, this is working, and like इस पे
So
time और लगाया जा सकता है.
जब भी कोई ऐसे ब्रांड स्टार्ट या पेज भी स्टार्ट करे, तो सबसे पहले who do you reach out to? You reach out to your friends, you reach out to your relatives, your known, कि just spread the word
Fair
around and
enough.
see if you like something. तो हमेशा starting के orders are always by your knowns, your friends, people who know you already. So they will buy from you just to support you
Mm-hmm.
also. So the first order I got from was from a friend. So I think it was on the first day itself, if I can recall that now. So, and that's how it grew. So basically, since I was going to college also daily, so I used to wear my stuff and go. So people used to like कि my friend used to say कि हाँ ये अच्छा लग रहा है, so how much is it? I'll buy it. So वैसे ही start हुआ. So friends and relatives, yeah,
So
that
you
I
you became
still
your own
am.
model.
I always wear my own stuff everywhere. It's important to promote your
हाँ,
brand
fair
also.
enough.
मतलब आप ही नहीं पहनोगे तो और कोई क्यों पहनेगा? So you should
हाँ.
know. So, yeah, so that's how it
That
started.
makes complete
The
sense.
first orders were from all of the friends and all, and I think probably around 1 to 2 months it took for us to get like that kind of a reach कि कोई random stranger order कर रहा है. So we used to put feedback on all of these friends
Okay.
online, and so because obviously it is hard for people
Mm-hmm.
to trust any random page also, and at that time तो बहुत ज़्यादा different scenario था. अब तो there like people are still more aware on how to check the authenticity of a page or anything on Instagram. At that time बहुत कम भी थे, and Instagram
Mm-hmm.
shopping was not the thing उस टाइम पे. सो लोगों को पता ही नहीं था कि इंस्टाग्राम पे शॉपिंग भी होती है. तो वो चीज में दैट्स व्हाई देयर वाज अ बिट ऑफ अ
Right.
हेजिटेशन. मतलब मैं भी किसी पर्सनली भी जाके आई डोंट थिंक मैं इंस्टाग्राम से ऑर्डर करती. आई वुड ऑब्वियसली प्रेफर अमेजोन या मिंत्रा या कहीं से ऑर्डर करना. सो वो थोड़ा स्टार्टिंग में प्रॉब्लम थी. कोविड के बाद तो
Right.
since there have been an overflood of businesses. So ये वाली problem as such अब काफी हद तक कम हो चुकी है. So that's how.
Makes sense. So then you moved on from Instagram to Myntra and all,
No,
I
no,
think.
no.
And then you
So
opened your own
we
website.
opened our own website in I think the first year itself. So पहले हम DM से ले रहे थे orders manually
Mm-hmm.
because it was only on Instagram. Then obviously for the customers' ease point of view,
Mm-hmm.
अपने website एक normal basic. I think we partnered with some platforms जिसमें website की खुद hosting and all नहीं करनी पड़ती. So there was this these apps. So उस टाइम पे because that was low cost and थोड़ा easy, so
Mm-hmm.
that was free. तो हमने just एक अपनी catalog बना के we made it live and we used to get orders from that. Used to divert people from Instagram to the website and वहाँ से लोग order करके like the process is how it is. And उसके बाद now like since around
Correct.
a year and a half, now our strategy because we want to scale it to the next level, so now we have a decent social media presence, so then we moved on to all of these marketplaces like Myntra, Jio, Amazon, Meesho and everything. So this was our roadmap.
Sounds about right. Okay. And right now, just to get an understanding, your price range is like budget conscious people, I'm assuming. So
No,
budgeted
not
products
premium
or
at all
premium also.
as of now. So we have mostly everything would be under rupees 600, 700, and our average people can get easily stuff under
Okay.
200, 300, 400 rupees. Now, since we're moving into other segments as well, the
Awesome.
price point will obviously
And
increase
you
for some segments like bags.
but that will eventually change in the future. As for the audience, it is as apna Gen Zs and then people up to 35. Okay. So I understand now ki you started off with Instagram, you went on to create your own website, and now you are moving on to Myntra and all. If I were to ask what is the segmentation of your revenue per se from Instagram, do you still earn directly from Instagram as per DMs are concerned,
We take
or do you direct
orders via
everybody to
both
website only?
mediums. If somebody is not comfortable on website, we take it manually on DM.
Okay,
Otherwise, most of the people directly go to our website and order. It's more convenient for them also. Yeah.
website only. Right. So that said, what is, if you can put a just a average number to it, what is the revenue share of website, Instagram, because these are your two major modes, and then others which include these platforms,
Yeah.
aggregators or e-commerce marketplace. So if you were to divide larger revenue
So,
shares, what
since
would it
people
be?
are coming from Instagram to our website, I would club Instagram and website into one only, since it's the same thing basically. So currently we
Okay.
have around 50-50%
Mhm.
split between the marketplaces and our own website in terms of.
Okay, so even though marketplace is launched after that, you still are
Yeah,
able,
because
like, it's
we
still
were
taking
able to
50% of the share.
scale to a good extent in the initial first few months itself in the
Marketplace is more.
marketplaces.
Sounds good. Cool. All right. So it gives me a context of what your price range or audience is, and I'm sure even people who are listening to this, they'll be able to get an understanding of किस price range की बात हो रही है. And I'm assuming in when most people start, they start with these price ranges only in this artificial jewelry segment. Nobody goes super premium because super premium, a tough to obtain, a lot of capital required, and tough to sell also because then people start comparing it with the actual jewelry. कि यार ये लेने से अच्छा तो फिर we invest over there, right? But ठीक है, we go back to 2019. You started in 2019, did your website. 2020 came. आई थिंक मार्च 20 के आसपास, अभी इसी इसी महीने में 2020 में वी सॉ द लॉकडाउन विच नेवर एंडेड फॉर लॉट ऑफ अस. So what happened then?
So
How did
for
you navigate through
us,
COVID?
Touchwood, it was a very lucky period, even for all of the e-commerce players, I would say, because people
Mm-hmm.
shifted to online shopping. So for the lockdown period, since the deliveries and all were stopped, at that
Hmm.
time obviously we faced a huge crunch and in sales. But in general, in during the COVID period,
Hmm.
our sales boomed a lot. So because everybody was shifting to online more, so this was the
Oh.
best time for online players. Even a lot of businesses started during the COVID period online. So people realize the importance of online. You can just be present everywhere throughout India and deliver products anywhere and everywhere at just one click. So that whole wave of e-commerce online
Hmm.
businesses came during the COVID period. So even with the ban of these apps during COVID, so Sheen got banned and a lot of these other apps. So that also helped us a lot in terms of, because people used to buy
Hmm.
from there a lot of cheap jewelry, and it was all like under 100 rupees. So people obviously used to
Hmm.
find alternatives. They had to find alternatives at that time. So I would say that had a major impact in our sales. So the month, I remember the month when Sheen was banned. That month we had the highest sales till date. I mean till that time.
Okay,
Mm.
because people moved on to alternative
Yes, and at that time,
source of
I would say we
jewelry.
had kind of a first movers advantage. We had built a brand presence, a small level of brand presence. So as an alternate, we were a good option to them. So at that time, so we were targeting very affordable segment, like
Fair enough.
under 200, under 250. Everything was mostly under that. So people had a good price range as well as good options to look for in terms of that. So that had a very good this thing impact on our sales, and even during that period we like got a good chance, like first chance I would say, to send our products to Big Boss. So we got
Hmm.
approached by that, and that was the first breakthrough for us.
Okay.
So again, that had a very huge impact on our sales at that time when people saw our products on Big Boss. So that I would say was a good turning point. That was actually a turning point. When I also, then I
फिर
was
उसके
also
बाद
like
you
कि
scaled up and up.
कुछ तो है, then we are doing something well, that they reached out to us, and like as a small brand, because they can reach out to anybody and everybody, but since they did like the designs and everything, they reached out.
Correct.
She also wore a lot of pieces, and we got a good revenue from that. That was like an upward development that now we can just
Sounds about right.
think. Yeah.
उसके बाद so it has scaled up and up only, and sounds good. See, yeah, see, as far as I'm concerned, who knows nothing about jewelry business so far, I learned a few basics. You can start on Instagram. It's a small investment that you can make. ठीक है. Now, थोड़ा सा इसको और समझने के लिए, just to get a better understanding of how can I even get this material. So, in most cases, I'm assuming it is people who are starting this business are resellers, with few manufacturers at the back end. Can be in India based, can be foreign based, but is that the
Yes.
case? Most are resellers
So whenever you start a
of
business,
jewelry.
obviously you cannot just, if you have the capital, obviously you can, but you cannot invest on the money. Yeah,
If you have
you
the capital
cannot
and
go
the money,
into
you can go.
manufacturing your own
Uh,
designs unless you have a good financial backing. So everybody mostly
mhm.
does the reselling bit initially. So the trading, so they buy and then they mark up the price and they sell. So that's how people do initially, I would say.
Okay. And if I were, uh, again, 20 something uh, girl who wants to start artificial jewelry business, so ठीक है, I make a page on Instagram. Will that work today also? If I were to
That
start
will
only through
work,
Instagram, do
but
you
it
think?
will take more time to grow at this point of time, because there is a lot of competition now as compared to
Yeah.
what it was earlier. As I said, that when we started, there were very few players in the market and who were on Instagram. So like we had a good first movers advantage
Okay.
actually. Many people might start, it
All
would
right. So, but okay,
have been
let's
difficult
just
for
say
me to
कि
do it.
it will take time. I understand. It's the same with social media in any place.
Yeah.
YouTube भी अभी start करोगे, it will take a lot of time. Instagram अभी start करोगे, it will take a lot of time because we don't have. It's there's no dearth of content anywhere, and there's no dearth of small players right now who are doing small businesses. But to say so, say 20-year-old person wants to start artificial jewelry business, starts with Instagram, take care, and but how do they procure this material? So this 10,000 money that you invested initially, how do they procure this material? How do they do their own branding, and then how do they make it sale ready from finding the source till delivery of it?
So for
Take me through the
finding
whole
the
chain.
source, obviously, people should just step out of their home, go to local markets, go to wholesale markets, and then find, because everything you cannot get online. I mean, we all have that habit कि सब online मिल जाए, सब
हाँ,
थाली में मिल जाए. So that does not happen. हाँ. So that does
गूगल
not
करके
happen
घर आ जाए.
really. And initially, it would take time, a lot of time, I would say, to find the right suppliers, find the right people who are matching your quality,
Mhm,
who are giving you good designs, and you need to do a thorough market research, because I might be in that bubble कि जो मैं खरीद रही हूँ, that is the most unique design you can find. When I go online, मुझे वो हर जगह दिख गया. So I, as a person, whoever is sourcing, and obviously if you're starting, you
mhm,
will be, the founder will be the one who is doing that. So that he or she needs to be fully aware of what is happening around, what is in trend, what are other people doing, other brands doing, competitors. So you need to do a competitor analysis, need to see what they're selling, at what price point they're selling. It can be also the case कि आपको कोई गलत प्राइस में और ओवर प्राइस उसमें सेल कर दे, and you would not know initially, because you are a new this
mhm.
thing that you are starting out. So a very thorough market research is important for any business, not just jewelry. Any trading business that you do, e-commerce business, you need to have a good understanding of the trends, the prices, the price point, the designs, and everything. So offline markets is a source, and obviously Google is also a source that people can rely on, but also has to be a mixture of both. कि एक balance चलना चाहिए कि you have to go offline as well, and offline में you can probably
Mhm.
have a hit and trial at a lot of other things. So you might be looking for a particular thing, आपको कुछ और मिल जाए, आपको कुछ और idea मिल जाए. गूगल पे क्या है, you have that. हाँ, you have that fixed
Window shopping is possible.
माइंड फ्रेम इन माइंड कि मुझे यही ढूंढना है, तो आपको वही मिलेगा गूगल, और आपको बाकी चीज़ें तो फिर नहीं बताएगा. बट इफ यू आर गोइंग एंड फिजिकली एंड सीइंग एवरीथिंग, यू माइट इवन गेट न्यू आइडियाज कि मैं इसके अलावा ये भी तो कर सकती हूँ. So that always helps. So I would say for material and
All right.
everything, this is the way. For then comes the branding part. So for branding, so initially, because हमारे पास उतनी cost invest करने के लिए नहीं थी in packaging as such, I had this in mind कि product ज़्यादा should speak for itself and not the packaging. Packaging बाद में improve कर ही
Mhm,
सकते हैं. So initially we had a very low cost packaging. So we had
mhm,
these plastic boxes. उस पे ही हमने कुछ कुछ experiment करके देखा. So we used to put these pom pom balls inside to make it look cute. Thank you note, that are basics.
mhm.
So thank you note भी हमारे पास उतना initially वो नहीं था to invest in a good, जैसे visiting cards वाला जो paper होता है, that hard card. हाँ, we used to just print it on a normal paper. हाँ, normal paper,
300
paper
GSM
and
paper, right?
just and a normal
हाँ.
design, I would say. कुछ ज़्यादा डिजाइनिंग भी नहीं करी थी उसमें. So I was like इनिशियली कर लेते हैं इतना, जितना लो कॉस्ट, जितना क्विकली
Mhm.
हो रहा है, should look presentable, that is all. We used to put ribbons and all on the box to make it look cute. So it was low cost as well.
Okay. But your first initial few orders did not go with a lot of
No, no,
branding.
no.
It
I
was
always
rather like
Huh,
less branding, more
yes,
product.
that is true. But branding, as in terms of the brand name and everything, we had from the start. So हमारे boxes पे भी we got these stickers printed of our brand name and logo, and boxes पे we pasted those stickers rather than the
Mm-hmm.
printing the whole box and everything. उसकी जगह हमने बस उसी को एक cost cutting way में stickers print करके
Okay.
paste कर दिया. So Jwelish and everything was going with every order. Thank you card maybe Jwelish and all of those details, Instagram handle and everything was going. So branding हो ही रही थी, but obviously वो उतना premium feel वाली नहीं थी, वो low cost वाली branding ही थी. But people were getting to know the brand by its name.
Mm,
That's what I wanted. कि Jwelish से लोग जाने just should recall
fair
that
enough.
name. So that was happening initially as well from day one.
Mhm. Okay. And so you did this, you got, okay, so abhi tak we have got it from the wholesalers. You say that, roam around in your local markets, figure it out. Uh, don't get into heavy branding is what we would suggest. Like, don't go into all out, बड़े brands की branding देख के getting those, क्या कहते हैं उसे?
I mean, you
There
can,
is
but
embroidered
you
and
have the
whatnot and
capital
laser
and
printed
buy.
material. Don't go for that.
I did not have.
But then we are talking about a 20-ish, we were talking about a 20-year-old college student with, like, I'm assuming less capital and less of,
Yeah,
parental money or ancestral money to spend. 20 something trying to start
yeah.
it would have very little money of their own, right? So, all right. And then when the delivery part comes in, so what delivery partners you took initially, and how did you manage that cost? Did you take the delivery cost from the customer, which I believe personally is very fair because, see, I'm giving you a product is cheap. That's how businesses work, and it is very transparent. आजकल सबको पता है कि आपने कहीं से बनवाया होगा या लिया होगा, आप मार्कअप करोगे, उसके ऊपर आप फिर हमें दोगे. अब उसकी डिलीवरी आप लगा के मुझे महंगा बेच दो या डिलीवरी मेरे से ले लो. As a consumer, I'm very aware of that. But what trends did you see, and how did you charge for the delivery bit? Because that is a major concern in India. सबको चाहिए delivery fees now. So everybody wants कि 200 रुपए की चीज पे भी delivery fees
So
now.
initially
So how does
हमने
that work?
तब तो शायद शिपरॉकेट भी नहीं हुआ करता था. अब तो शिपरॉकेट इज द बिगेस्ट प्लेयर. तब we used to go to the India Post
Mhm.
Office. I used to go. So सारे shipments I used to personally then
Oh,
hand
nice.
over वो slip लेके then click photo click करके send the tracking to the customer. तो ये स्टार्टिंग में प्रोसेस रहता था.
Mhm.
अराउंड फॉर 1 year आई थिंक वी डिड द इंडिया पोस्ट मेथड. तो मेरे घर
Okay.
के पास ही था तब इंडिया पोस्ट ऑफिस है मतलब. सो वही किया स्टार्टिंग में.
Mhm.
मतलब स्टार्टिंग में तो ऑब्वियसली ऑर्डर्स यूज टू बी लेस वेरी लेस. सो हो जाता था मैनेज. बट एंड में जैसे 1 year आते आते देन कभी कभी 2 to 3 hours भी लग जाते थे स्टैंडिंग इन दैट क्यू. देन गेटिंग ऑल ऑफ दोज ऑर्डर्स प्रिंटेड वो एक एक टाइप
Mhm.
करते हैं. देन उसकी स्लिप बनाते हैं देन देते हैं एंड देन सेंडिंग ऑल द
Correct.
ट्रैकिंग टू द कस्टमर. तो मतलब 2-3 घंटे तो खाली जाने आने में लग जाते थे. then I like looked for other alternatives कि अब क्या कर सकते हैं. तो then we shifted to Shiprocket. Shiprocket was very new at that time. So trust a new company like
Mhm.
that because उस time पे वही DTDC and all those big players used to have their own separate company. So most of these online players
Mhm.
used to use DTDC या DHL, FedEx वगैरह. But वो थोड़ा costlier भी रहता. एंड
Mhm.
शिपरॉकेट वाज न्यू बट वी थॉट कि एक ट्राई करके देख लेते हैं. सो वी वेंट टू दैट. एंड फॉर द शिपिंग कॉस्ट येस वी यूज टू चार्ज फ्रॉम द कस्टमर्स. दैट वाज अ वेरी मिनिमल जो एग्जैक्ट हमें कॉस्ट लग रही थी उतना ही चार्ज करते थे.
Mhm.
एंड above 500 yeah as it is. And above
As it
500
is.
orders it was free from the starting. And now also it is free.
Okay. So, अच्छा, this one thing, 500 रुपए से ऊपर वाले orders पे free is something that I think as big as Amazon also tries. If you're not an Amazon Prime customer, 500 रुपए से 499 से ऊपर के orders पे delivery is free, even in those cases. But how does that work? 500 रुपए के बाद ऐसा क्या हो जाता है कि you are happy to waive off the delivery
So
of the customer?
देयर
What
इज ऑलवेज अ
changes?
माइंडसेट कि अगर 500 एक जो भी पॉइंट बना रहे हैं उससे ऊपर मिल रही है, सो पीपल विल टेंड टू बाय अ लॉट मोर, अ लिटिल मोर, दे कैन एक्सटेंड देयर बजट। 300 का कोई कुछ ले रहा है, उस पे उनको 70
Mm-hmm.
लग रही है, तो 370 की जगह देन दे टेंड टू बाय अ प्रोडक्ट वर्थ 200 एंड गेट अ फ्री शिपिंग। तो अगर मैं कैलकुलेट भी करूँ तो वो मुझे 70 कम का पड़ा, तो 130 का ही पड़ा मुझे, अगर मैं ऐसे देखूँ। तो वो लोग ऐसे सोच के
Uh-huh.
देन दे टेंड टू बाय
Okay.
अब वन मोर प्रोडक्ट, एंड वो हमारे लिए भी बेटर रहता है बिकॉज हमारे 2-3 प्रोडक्ट साथ में निकल जाते हैं। एंड इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि उन्हें 200 का ही कोई एग्जैक्ट प्रोडक्ट भी मिल जाए। दे माइट लाइक समथिंग दैट्स वर्थ 450, अब उन्हें वो लेना ही पड़ेगा। तो इन जनरल माई एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू इज कमिंग आउट टू बी हायर इन दैट केस, irrespective of what. So instead of
Okay.
buying one,
But then what changes for you as a seller? Because चलो ये तो कस्टमर माइंडसेट है विच इज़ वेरी राइट, ठीक है, लोगों को ये लगता है कि थोड़ा सा एक्स्ट्रा दे के हो जा रहा है, एज बीइंग बोथ फ्रॉम द बिजनेस एंड यू आर आल्सो वन ऑफ द बिजनेस ओनर्स, आई also take care of a lot of business at Heo, so I understand कि see the fact is true कि customers look at this and buy, but as a D2C business, what changes for you कि आप अब डिलीवरी कॉस्ट वेव कर देते हो? इज इट दैट यू आर एबल टू मेक इनफ margins on it that you are able to take care of the delivery cost from the margins, or is it that कि 500 रुपए से ऊपर the volumetric weight or the weight otherwise comes in a category जहाँ पे your shipping reduces largely, so you are able to take care of that shipping by
so
yourself? What happens
firstly,
on the
average
business
order
front?
value increases, so our sale increases. And secondly, our margins are able to take care of that extra 50-60 rupees if they're increasing their average order value. So our
Okay.
margins are such that ठीक है, 2 प्रोडक्ट या 3 प्रोडक्ट पे हमारा वो 50-60 rupees we can keep aside apart from the profit. Yeah, so that's how it works.
Offset. Correct. So that is how you so in order to select how, if I were to ask, how do you select your minimum order value for free shipment? This is the maths you should use, that इस order value के ऊपर आपका average कितना हो जाएगा और उसमें से कितना margin बनेगा, which you can
Your
offset with
voice
the shipping cost.
was
Is that
breaking in
right?
between. Can you repeat?
Okay. I'm saying कि in order to fix कि मेरा ये minimum free shipping वाला point क्या रहेगा, उस चीज के लिए दिस इज द मैथ्स दैट आई शुड लुक फॉर कि व्हाट विल बी द एवरेज ऑर्डर वैल्यू इफ आई गो बियॉन्ड दिस, एंड देन इन दिस केस मेरा मार्जिन कितना रहेगा, मार्जिन में से शिपिंग अगर मैं भी बियर कर लूंगा
Yeah.
तो इट विल बी कवर्ड. इज दैट राइट?
Yes.
That is the maths people should go with. Fair enough. So you source it from the near local wholesalers, or you use internet and figure out somebody sitting in a foreign country to do it. But you source it from there. You do your basic branding with stickers. Now don't go for a full blown box which has been made specifically for the brand. Go with stickers. Buy the boxes in bulk. Buy the poly bags or whatever bags you use in bulk. Sticker chipkao, काम खत्म करो, and then move it forward in the initial
Yeah,
first
and I would
say year or
you
so,
can
and after
probably
a year
add
you'll be
some
able
kind of
to
a
get into it.
differentiating factor in your packaging at a lower cost, or something that like आपकी brand value जिससे दिखे. So what we did was, like, I had always this thought in mind कि like I apart from doing the business, we need to also do something for the society at large. So one of the things that we did in the packaging was that we used to send, we still send in every order, tulsi seeds with every order. So we made this whole template and everything. So we
Okay.
have this how to plant the seeds, and we roll it up and send it in every order. So this was what we started from day one, एंड अभी तक हमारे हर ऑर्डर में वो ही जाता है, मतलब दैट इज ऑलवेज देयर.
Mhm.
एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, स्टार्टिंग से जो चीज़ हमने करी, दैट वाज अ फ्री गिफ्ट विद एवरी ऑर्डर. सो लाइक दीज आर लाइक स्मॉल स्मॉल इयररिंग्स जो रोज में कोई भी पहन सकता है, एंड दे कैन इवन गिव इट टू समबडी. So it's like small stud earrings. So this was the thing, ये भी हमने like day one से start कर लिया था. So these two things and one thank you card, these three things have always been there in the packaging. तो फ्री
Mhm.
गिफ्ट में क्या होता है कि people get something extra जो उन्होंने order किया उसके अलावा, even if it is something small, that the thought matters, and like that is a cute thing, people would wear it. I would also wear it कि रोज में कुछ नहीं है तो ठीक है वो भी पहन लिया, that's also
Yeah.
cute, some small things. So you can always add that.
You say this word a lot, cute, na? So I'm asking this because is this the fact कि if I were to start a business of artificial jewelry, do I need to make it look cute? And will that cute factor increase or boost
So
my sale a lot?
you first look at your target audience. Target audience girls hai of a younger age group. So
Mhm.
making it look pretty and cute would obviously help. I mean, cute is just a word. It can be beautiful as well. It's up to you. It's how you keep it.
Yeah, but you get the drill. So my reason of asking is simple. Ki if it is cute, does it add or do you see a lot of sales or revenue increase versus something that is very elegant, so to say? So something that is for a college goer has to be cute. Okay, let's put it that way. If from your lens as a founder of Ishkara, what age group appeals to what type of jewelry? Cute appeals to whom? Elegant appeals to whom? And say if any other thing that comes to your mind. I can think of two things. Elegant when I say something of party type, a little premium looking things that you wear to very serious official occasions. They are not supposed to look cute because you're not supposed to look cute on those occasions. But when you're going to college, you're supposed to look cute per se. Okay. So how do you think
So
age
I
group and this
think
is linked?
cute would appeal to somewhere around from 16 to 22, 23, probably around that. And initially when we started,
School like
हाँ,
higher secondary to college.
हाँ, can be, हाँ, college can be included in that. So when we
Okay.
started, हमारे थोड़े products were more quirky and uh, I cannot show you the designs right now, but it was like burger earrings and cupcake earrings. So तब हमारी
Uh-huh.
initially target audience was way more restricted, I would say. It was more of the younger age group. I think not even 25 plus. Starting में बिल्कुल starting में. Now we cater to all of these, this wide bracket,
Mm-hmm.
but initially also because of that, so the designs we chose in those free gifts were also related to that. So like
Mm-hmm.
fruits or maybe some other shapes like heart and all. Heart though still everybody likes. So like that basically. So now we still have the free
Mm-hmm.
gift wala thing, but now when I choose the designs, it's always a mix of all of these things. Like as you said, elegant. So we have pearl studs sent as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
So pearls are classic. It can be worn by a person who
Right.
is of the age 60 as well as 18. It's all timeless. तो अब हमारी जो सिलेक्शंस ऑफ दैट होता है वो
Mm-hmm.
कॉन्सेप्ट इज द सेम. फ्री गिफ्ट इज स्टिल बीइंग सेंट. तो बस हमने उसके ऑब्वियसली डिजाइन्स वी हैव
Mm-hmm.
केप्ट इट मोर जनरलाइज्ड, स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड कि वो सबको पसंद आए. इट नॉट नेसेसरली हैज टू बी क्यूट, but it can look beautiful, elegant, whatever, whatever. So it's like that. Concept is the same.
All right. But starts off with that. So I think it's if I were to start a business in this segment today, I should start with appealing to people who like cute stuff, say college goers and all, because they are the ones who would appreciate it more and look for it more. The more I get into elegant stuff, the more I get into competition with Jiva or Bluestone, stuff like that. Because then they start fighting the elegant wala battle. And I don't want to go there very starting. So I want to keep myself restricted to smaller group, make cuter stuff, things, make cuter packaging, so people like to look at it. They can gift it, and I
Yeah.
think gifting is a very big segment of your audience, right? More than people wearing it for themselves. I think half of the people who buy Ishkara today are using it to gift. Hell, I when I bought Ishkara
Right.
from you, I used it to
That is
gift.
always definitely.
Fair enough. So fair enough. So that works. So okay, I've got the gist that I wanted to extract regarding business sense from this. Okay, if I were to start out today, I need very little capital. I can go all in on Instagram, propagate it amongst my friends. Local shops mein jaake you can source it very easily, and I think even online you can source it. Package it well. There are too many means to package it, too many vendors to not ship it. I think from delivery to Shiprocket to even like the smaller players like now VFast and whatnot. So they are all there. You can for the within city shipping. You can always do that. And to start with, we can start with a smaller segment per se. Okay? To make things very clear, as you mentioned earlier your segment was small, not even 25 plus. So keep yourself restricted in the first few months or say first 1 year,
You
and then
need to
scale
find
it
your
up based
niche.
on whatever you're able to figure out. Is that if I were to say ki, if I were to put it in a small like paragraph, I think this works to start a artificial jewelry business
Yeah.
in India at the moment. Is that right? Mota Mota sounds fit. Okay, so I can start that today. Cool, yeah. So before I wind this up, I have just a few things to ask. Apart from jewelry business, which is more about this side of this part, which I'm sure you might have heard a lot. Say, 23 years old, 5 saal se you're running a business. It's profitable, it's working, it's growing. Okay. So, what do you think it takes per se for any teenager or any college goer, any 20, initial 20 something, to step into all of this? I mean, what is that? What are those few qualities you think are very, very necessary if you want to step into entrepreneurship? And
So
if you
first, I
even
would
want to
say
consider this?
consistency. Second is patience. So these are most important things that people lack nowadays. People don't have patience. So उनको results first second month में ही चाहिए, which is not how it
Mm-hmm.
works. So for any business to reach even the break even point, it takes at least a year and a half, like comfortably, जिस पे जाके आपको समझ आता है बिजनेस
Mm-hmm.
के बारे में, लाइक व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, व्हाट इज गोइंग राइट, व्हाट इज गोइंग रॉन्ग, एंड यू कैन मेक द चेंजेस ऑब्वियसली ऑन द वे. But you, if you're not consistent and patient enough to reach till that 1.5 years या जो भी वाला gap, so you won't get to see the good things that will come after that. So obviously the initial few months and year is very tough for everybody. It takes a lot to be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
mainly. So if I'm not getting orders, I should not feel demotivated and think ki I should rather quit this and like join a corporate job or something. So wo consistency, I guess, because people are not ready to take that risk and take that basically hard work while your journey of a few months and years. Hard work is always there till the end, but initially it takes a lot more than,
Mm-hmm.
because it's because you're just growing it initially. So that's where
Hmm.
most of the people back out. What I have.
But tell me something. You mentioned break even. What is that point where, say I start out something, does not work for initial few months. Okay. What is that point where I should give up? Because this is something that I ask a lot of founders offline also, not just Dhande Ka Funda mein, कि what is that point where you think कि अभी बस बंद कर दो? There is no point of burning beyond this. And if it is, this is where you should realize कि hey, अभी give up कर दो, this is not
uh,
working.
I would say so. I have not been in that boat, so I can't really comment on that much. But yes, if you're burning for a, might say, a period of, it actually depends on the capacity that you have for burning the losses. So we did not
Mm-hmm.
thankfully go through the loss wala aspect in any at all. So I
Burn
cannot
at
say
all.
that. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
it gets really tough for anybody. So it just depends on the capacity of that person, I think. You cannot generalize it. Yeah, you can't
So there is
generalize
no
it.
right or wrong in this, then in that case. Okay. And if I were to again, if I were to do this jewelry business, uh, ठीक है, in general sense you are right, patience is not there. But if I were to get into artificial jewelry business, since I know that you are also pursuing fashion right now as a subject, uh, is it important? Say, for example, I'm a guy, right? So I have very little association to jewelry as of now. Not saying guys don't have association to jewelry, but in a generic sense and in a personal sense also, I have very little association to jewelry as such. Okay, guys wear different type of jewelry than girls do. So do I really need some sort of education, or is there some education that I can get in order to find the right design set, in order to figure out the right trends? Or is it just that if I scourge a lot of social media day in, day out, give 1 hour to Instagram in the morning, 1 hour to Instagram in the evening, I'll be able to figure this out कि मुझे क्या
So it
ढूंढ
is
के
a
लाना
mix
चाहिए
of
and what
both.
will work.
So obviously, online we get so much content daily that firstly it's not it works both ways. You're not able to filter
Mhm.
out on the content you consume. So if you're saying कि एक घंटा में site कर लेते हो, but in that 1 hour if you're getting that kind of reels that are cringe and just trendy of some random
Mhm.
people dancing, so that will not really help you in getting Yes, yeah. So,
That's
firstly,
not
it
going to
cannot be
help. Yeah.
controlled, and secondly, yes, Instagram and YouTube is a very good platform to gain knowledge of the trends and everything because it gives us news of the entire world. So, if a fashion week is happening in London, I get to see the live of it on that day, on that at that time itself. So that is a very nice thing actually. Like I'm getting to see what are the
Mhm.
trends happening at the fashion week where models are walking. I can take screenshots of it and just use it for my reference in future. So that always helps in keeping you updated. And but
Okay.
I would say ki, since I also did not have a fashion background, till one point it was fine for us as a brand, but I always felt that since it's dependent on me, the designing part, the procurement part, and everything. So I need to have a good understanding of what is happening around the world and also the basics of fashion. What is the design? What are the aesthetics? How do I want to place my
Mhm.
brand? So, what is the category I want to cater to? What are the type of designs that we want to do? Since now we are designing as well. So, for me to scale it up at a good level and to invest in good designs that would work, because it's all since we're designing, it's also a lot more investment oriented, capital oriented, I would say. So I cannot just randomly invest in a certain design, and if that does not work, then obviously we have to bear the losses. So it's important to be well aware, and that can happen by education. So you need to know if you're running a fashion brand. So you need to have the basics for initially I learned it all on the internet. I did some I always used to randomly do some courses, and I've learned digital marketing and all of these to just run basic level
Mhm.
of ads on Facebook, then marketing, how do brands do their discounting, pricing and everything. So all of that basic idea, so you need to have. And for fashion I would say people can do some courses from institutes like NIFT. So they offer part-time courses, short-term courses. They can also do some online certifications, though online would not really help you get that uh, exposure and knowledge first at hand,
हाँ,
the practical knowledge that is
fair
needed.
enough.
The major and learning for me has been from my business only. So in the span of 5 years I've learned much more than what I could learn by doing some course. Obviously that learning has been a bit different from the formal education, but both are important. The experience learning is also important, and formal education learning in the field that you are in is important. So the NIFT course is helping me a lot now. So that like now I think that I
So I can get started without NIFT, but I need
in
eventually
general,
to not just NIFT. I mean, like, so to say, I can get started without NIFT, but
without,
eventually I'll have to
yeah,
go
what
forward
you are
and
lacking.
understand fashion.
So then you look for the courses that are offering you that skill. So what you want to learn, basically there are so many things to learn that you cannot learn everything at one time, and you need to prioritize कि आपको क्या सबसे
Everything,
ज़्यादा
yeah.
ज़रूरत है, and just go ahead, and if you have time, manage time. So that's how I did, so I can tell you about.
Sounds fair. But then you're right. While you were saying this, I realized कि जब तक आपको इसका business करना है as a reseller, तब तक you don't need that education. I mean, like you'll understand market trends क्या है, आसपास थोड़ा सा competition देख लोगे, customers आके बोलेंगे भैया ऐसा नहीं है, they will send you photos कि this is what I'm looking for. So you get an understanding, फिर आपको पता होता है जैसे कहाँ से ढूंढना है मुझे. And as long as you're reselling, that is cool. But the moment you want to get into the fashion side of it, you want to create fashion, you want to design stuff, तो अपने डिजाइन्स लाने के लिए फिर you need to be a designer in your mind. You need
Otherwise
to
you
learn that. अगर नहीं आता है तो सीखना पड़ेगा, but as long as you are reselling only, तब तक नहीं चाहिए. हाँ, that's an alternative that you can always take, whatever is costing you less, I think. But that is something that can be done. Fair enough, yeah. So just to wind this up, as I mentioned earlier, we asked this basic question to everybody who comes on this platform कि artificial jewelry में धंधे का फंडा according to you विधि क्या है, and for somebody, as I mentioned, starting this or trying to scale this, what is that one funda that can help them make this big? Something non-generic, of course, consistent वगैरह तो होना ही पड़ेगा, but something you feel is very, very crucial to artificial jewelry business
So
if you want
look
to make
for
it big in this line.
competitors firstly, कौन क्या कर रहा है and क्या नहीं हुआ है. वैसे तो सब कुछ हो ही चुका है अभी तक, but then find some gap, I would say, जो आपको फील हो रहा हो कि so for Jiva also they found a gap कि एक affordable segment and then the very pricey silver stuff, तो उसके बीच की line they introduced, and then they scaled it up to a very big level. So we also found a gap that was not a very major gap, but that was a gap at that time. Players doing
You
that.
are able to
So we
build it.
found a gap, and we catered to that price point, doing trendy designs as well as unique designs. So I would say find a pain point in the field that you're going in artificial jewelry, if you're going for, and look for ways in which you can do something to solve that problem. That would, I guess, help you in getting that also that streamline and
Fair
on
enough.
how to take things forward.
Well, obviously, as I mentioned, so that is something that is generic that you have to think anyways. But what I can grab, or to put it in better words for the audience, I would say कि in artificial jewelry segment, it is largely about what different you are bringing to the table. Because otherwise, आप उस price fight में फट जाओगे जो आप I don't think, giving a Delhi example, कि आप दिल्ली के सरोजनी नगर को या फिर मे बी लखनऊ के अमीनाबाद को बीट नहीं कर पाओगे if you just want to fight on price, because then these people are there doing it forever. So आप वो 50, 60, 70, 100 रुपए की ज्वेलरी को ऑनलाइन के प्राइसेस, मार्केट प्लेस का कमीशन, अपनी शिपिंग मिला के नहीं बीट कर पाओगे. You have to come up with something that you own. So today I know, because you are also a friend outside this podcast, I know कि Ishkara creates their own designs. So I think for anybody, what I can grab is, if I were to start it today, I would focus on a lot of reselling, because that is my bread and butter. उससे मेरा initial profit generate होने लग जाएगा. But I need to figure out those 5 to 10 designs which are mine. अब उसके लिए I can take help of friends, I can take help of people. But ये 10 design जो in most cases मेरे पास ही exclusive रहेंगे. Even if people start to replicate it, it will need a massive movement कि almost हर कोई जाके वही मांग रहा है. और अगर वो मांग रहा होगा तो उसको कहीं से सुना होगा, and they will eventually come to the
Win for
website.
you.
So
People are
the point
copying
is
you,
covered
and
anyways.
you won. You did something right.
हाँ, fair enough. Fair enough. That sounds fair, yeah. Thanks, Vidhi, for joining us over lunch. Abhi to, I think it's lunchtime for most of us. So I've held you for lunch for too long. But thank you so much for joining this. And I'm sure a lot of people will be able to grab a lot of stuff
I hope
from
so
this one.
too.